Hi, everyone. I'm three-time U.S. Olympian and six-time national champion Hazel Clark.
And I'm Shannon Grady, exercise physiologist, author of The Lactate Revolution, and inventor of the MyBia app.
And we are so excited to partner with MileSplit to bring you an educational series specifically designed to help high school athletes optimize their performance.
This series is data-driven with elite-level coaching insights to maximize your potential.
That's right. Follow us on milesplit.com.
It's time
to revolutionize your performance. Hi, everyone. We are back with episode 3 of our educational series, powered by MyBia, Hazel Clark Running, and of course, our partners, MileSplit. This week, we're going to talk about something very dear to my heart: dynamic flexibility, dynamic workouts. As a high schooler, I had no workout. I would just go out and run and do a little stretch, eat a Reese's cup, and go run. I do not recommend that. I didn't adopt a dynamic flexibility and warm-up routine until college. And when I did, I saw a huge difference. I had a big problem with my arm carry. I used to hold my arms really tight and run almost like this. When I look back at videos, I can't believe I ran as fast as I did in high school. And for
I
me,
saw you.
Yeah, you saw. We won't talk about that. Shady was the first person I ever raced against. She blew me away, but that's a whole bad story. But I just remember not really being able to unlock my stride, unlock my power. And that dynamic workout that my brother, Coach JJ Clark, taught us really helped me to do that. So I definitely believe in this. This is a great thing to learn, to adopt into your training. Also, another thing is, I remember when all of us would get together, we'd laugh and joke and have fun out during our warm-ups, and sometimes lose focus of the real reasons we were doing each exercise. And our coach JJ would say, don't forget to do the little things, because the little things become the big things. These little things that you will do during your dynamic workout will show up in the race in different ways. So focus on what you're doing, what the goal is, whether it's flexibility, injury prevention, unlocking your power and stride, down that final stretch. This workout and warm-up will get you there for sure.
Absolutely. And, dynamic flexibility is and flexibility in general, especially at the high school level, is often overlooked.
Absolutely.
Kids, coaches, they'd rather, hey, let me just get another mile in or something like that. But, the not only from a focus perspective, but from a injury prevention perspective, dynamic warm-ups are excellent to keep your ankles mobile, your knees mobile, and your hips especially. Running, you're just running forward and back, and the hips are often a major problem, causing a lot of injuries. And if your hips are locked up, you're not getting that full stride.
That's right.
Right. So a dynamic warm-up is key and essential, especially to include elements of hip mobility, hip movement, in order to keep your muscles and hips functioning effectively and efficiently to be able to unlock your stride, your full stride length and power. So keeps you healthy, keeps you injury free, and locks you right into that zone. Focused and warmed up. But a movement, a dynamic warm up, has been shown to prep your bodies and your muscles for an intense workout or a race.
Yeah, I feel totally different when I do a dynamic warm up versus just kind of going out and jogging a few minutes and touching my toes a few times and going forward. So I definitely recommend that this is something that you pay attention to. Athletes, coaches, these little things are the things that are differentiators. These are the things that show up when two people are on the line and it's a tenth of a second difference. The little things become the big things. I do believe in that. And this is one of the things that seems like a little thing that actually is really important to focus on.
Absolutely. Keys to injury prevention, unlock that full stride, especially that hip power.
Yep. So we're going to, I think, post some of the exercises in the dynamic warm-up that we recommend. This is something you can follow once again on MileSplit, and also there are a lot of resources on the MyBia app. So we hope that you'll enjoy it. You'll implement it in your workout. Coaches, you'll share it with your athletes. And we do believe that it will make a big difference and help you revolutionize your performance. Thank you so much, and we will see you soon.
See you next week.
See you next week. Shady, I want you to take us through some of the specific movements that you recommend for a dynamic warm-up.
Okay, yeah, perfect. So, this is going to take about 5 to 10 minutes pre-run.
Okay.
So first we're going to start from simple to more complex movements. And we're going to focus on starting out slow with good form and execution of these drills, because it's really important to perform dynamic flexibility exercises effectively and focus and make sure you're really getting the full range of motion out of it. So the first one's going to be forward skipping and circling your shoulders. A lot of people do stretching, but they also forget a lot to stretch out their upper body and their shoulders. As you know, that arm carry matters, right? And that's where a lot of your power comes from, your arms and your shoulders. So skip forward, circle the arms forward for about 15 to 20 meters. And then you're going to skip backwards, circle the arms backwards, open up those shoulders, open up those chests, right? So you're going to do the same thing. Each of these drills you can do about for 15 to 20 meters each. So you're going to do forward skips, circle the arms forward, backward skips, circle the arms backwards. Then you're going to do like a diagonal step. You're going to step 2 steps to the right, and then 2 steps to the left.
I like that. That sounds like a dance.
Right,
2 steps to the right,
2 steps to the left.
2 steps
to
the right.
About 15 to 20 meters. You're going to do that. So you're starting to get on a more, like on an angle, you know, not just forward running, backward running. And then you're going to do the same thing backwards. Pivot at the hips. 2 steps to the right, 2 steps to the back. So about 15 to 20 meters. Then you're going to go to the side. Do a big side shuffle. Big step out to the side while you're bringing your arms up over your head, right? Stretching out those arms. Big steps to the side, starting to get those hips loosened up, getting out of that lock, you know, getting those hips unlocked from just the forward or backward running. So big side shuffle. Again, everything's going to be 15 to 20 meters while swinging your arms up and down. Then you're going to add in a karaoke. Everybody knows that one, the grapevine karaoke, where you step in front, step in back, where you're stepping laterally, crossing one leg in front of the other, and then behind while you're kind of rotating your hips slightly, kind of getting those hips loosened up. You know, again, the goal of the dynamic warm-up is to get you unlocked out of that forward backward run motion. And then the next one's going to be what we call the open the gate, close the gate. Kind of where you're walking, you're going to lift that front leg up, and then you're going to swing your leg out to the side like you're opening a gate, if you will. And you're going to take a few steps, then do the other side. Lift the leg up with the one leg bent, knee up to about hip height, and open the gate.
I think the big thing on that one is, are you supposed to come from the hip or the torso or the knees?
Yes, so you want to basically lift the leg up to the torso, right? So all these just kind of stay up and initiate that movement from the core, from the hip.
Tall, very tall.
Staying nice and tall. So you'll do the open the gate movement for about 15 to 20 meters, and then you're going to do the reverse. You'll stay up tall, you'll start out. You'll lift that leg out to the side and then bring it in. Bring it in and close the gate. So you're just kind of going in the reverse motion, getting good, you know, starting to get that whole hip. The hips are important. You got to get them moving in all different directions. So that's a good one. Closing the gate. And then the next one is a walking knee tuck, where you're gonna take a step. You're gonna grab your your knee and hug it to your chest. Nice big stretch. That's so good. You know, it kind of, you're balancing on one foot, which is also important. We'll get into that in a future episode. You're gonna hug your knee. You're gonna hold it for about 2 seconds. You're going to take a couple steps and switch sides. You'll take about, again, 15 to 20 steps. And that's going to kind of get your lower back kind of stretched out and get nice range of motion through the hips. And then you're going to do the opposite. You're going to do a walking quad stretch, right? You're going to take a step, grab your foot, point your knee to the ground, and get a nice stretch in your quad. Hold that for 2 to 3 seconds, and repeat on the other side. All of these are going to be 15 to 20 steps again. The next one is really, really good, a back lunge twist, right? You're gonna take a step backwards. Again, this is trying to initiate that hip extension, open up the hip, help with that backside mechanics, right? So we're gonna take a big step back, and you're gonna twist your core, from the core, twist your core, your shoulders and your head around behind you to the leg that's back, right? Big step back, big twist back, twist your core, and then come forward. And then you're going to step backwards again with the other side. So again, switching sides, taking a big step back, really getting those hip extensors starting to fire.
I always struggle with that one. Does that mean I have tight hips?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. All right. And people don't know, you get 30% of your power from that backside mechanics. So hip extension is really important. So backward movements, as we'll talk about in future episodes, are really important to stride mechanics, stride efficiency, and stride power.
Absolutely.
And the next one is just kind of a walkout, where you're going to stand You're going to touch the ground and you're going to walk your hands out as far as you can go while keeping your heels on the ground, right? So that's a tough one.
That is a very tough one. I don't like that one at all.
A lot of people don't like that, especially tall people, right? So you're gonna get your calves and your hamstrings and your lower back stretched out on that one. You're gonna walk your hands out as far as you can, keeping those heels pressed, and then you're gonna slowly walk your feet in, keeping the hands down. So you're gonna take a step, press that heel, really getting that stretch in the calves and the hamstrings. So you'll slowly walk your feet in to your hands, press in each step, and then you'll repeat that 3 times.
Yeah.
And if you start with those exercises, and again, there's lots more, but those are good fundamental ones that are gonna get a good shoulders, ankles, hips moving for your foundational flexibility.
Literally help you unlock your potential. Literally unlock your whole body.
Unlock your whole body, unlock your potential, unlock that stride.
Love it.
Love it.